Hi guys, this is your girl TCK. I've just decided to do a video outdoors. It's pretty cold, it's snowing, but man, I just can't get this image out of my head. Some boys who beat up their mom, stripped her naked, then posted the video on social media. If you're a mom, you'll be thinking what I'm thinking. What could make these guys have acted in such a barbaric way? What in this world? The reason for this barbaric act, beating up your own mom, stripping her naked. They said, the pastor said their mother is a witch. Since I watched that video, I just can't get the image out of my head. I am a mother and I have a mom. It just gets to me. I understand that this youth might be frustrated due to lack of employment. No work after graduation, or no school fees, no food, no basic amenities, housing, rent, all those problems. I do understand that, but beating up your own mom, I think that is the extreme. It's extreme. And I don't think there's any excuse in this world for you to beat up your mom. I do not think there's any excuse in this world. And another thing is, we human beings always feel the need to blame someone when things are not working the way we expected them to be, or when we're working towards something and it's not yielding results. We feel the need to blame someone. When you watch that video, I'm going to leave a clip there, right there. I'm going to leave a clip so you can see the gravity of what I'm talking about. Some of the youths are just beating up this woman due to bad influence. They're not all our sons. All those youths beating her up are not her sons. So where are the others coming from? They're all their sons' friends. And I think this is due to bad home training, frustration, bad influence. It's also due to ignorance. Those youths are ignorant. Ignorance. How gullible. That is the only reason why you will join your friends in beating up their mom. It's really, really bad. Okay, let's talk about this woman's offense, this mother's offense. What is her offense? What could be her offense? Yes, probably she neglected her children. Probably she's a useless mom. When I say useless mom, she's ignored her children, neglected them all along or all her life. They are not priority in our lives. Yes, I do understand. We have mothers like that. We have mothers that children are not just important. They don't have that maternal instinct in them. I've seen women like that. Yes, I understand that, but it's still not a good reason for you to beat up your mom. I'm from the core Yoruba land. I'm from Ile-Ife, to be specific. And there's this saying there: if you beat your mom, you are cursed for life. Superstition or not, I just feel the need to mention this. Let's talk about these pastors. I know somebody. This lady stopped talking to her family because the pastor said they are evil. Who is a pastor? A pastor is a member that leads a church, or that lead a Christian congregation, whichever way you want to put it. An elder that lead a pastor. That is a pastor. For me, that word pastor carries weight. It carries weight. It carries role. It carries duties. It carries responsibilities. It carries sacrifice. You must be called. You must be a man of character, a man of the word, biblical word, and of prayers. He will know how to apply the truth of the scriptures to the lives he serves. The truth of the scriptures to the lives he served. He will know why. It's called wisdom. So where is the wisdom in what that pastor just did? What do you expect from a frustrated youth? Where is the wisdom in that? And was that vision real? Was that prophecy real? Were you called by God? Did God say, did he show you, did he reveal that vision to you? Because there's so many fake pastors. I'm sorry I have to say this. There was a time I used to make excuses for them, that they're humans too. At that time I felt people expected so much from them. But looking at, I mean, judging from the things I see around me these days, few are men of character, very few, and it's so sad. There was a time I almost stopped going to church, to all these churches. But then I have to remember what God has done for me and what God has done in my life. And I need to serve him in the midst of the congregation. I cannot do that at home. That is why, one of the reasons why I continue going. Sometimes you might need to change churches. But it's so disgraceful, so embarrassing, so disappointing. Very few men of characters around. I see very few. Pastors are supposed to be great influencers. They are people we should look up to. What I see around me are people abusing that power. So many people abuse that power. So many marriages are broken because of what the pastor said. So many wives have insulted their mother-in-law because of what the pastor said. So many women have stopped talking to family member or men because of what the pastor said. So many negative things have come out of what these pastors are saying out there. They're all negatives. It's not encouraging in any shape or form. If you cannot help your follower or you cannot help a member of the congregation, pray for them. Don't add more to their problem. It's really, really sad. A lady I know back in my high school days said something about these subjects on Facebook, in which I couldn't help but to contribute. I had to leave a comment. I don't know if she'll want me to mention her name here, but I did contribute to the subject. I had to leave a message because I could relate to what she's talking about. Most pastors or some pastors are initiators of problems because of the power they have. They use it to cause so many problems, to manipulate things. It's sad because they're ruining people's lives. Look at these children, look at these youths. Look at what they did to their mom. I do recognize that the pastor have a mantle upon his shoulder, but he shouldn't lord over others. No, because the pastors are not God. Read the Bible yourself, study the Bible yourself, know the words. I think this is where the problem is. If we know the word and we study, and I think I am guilty of that. I need to learn more, to read it more. We need to keep educating our youth. We need to educate them on life experiences, life lessons, teach them and talk to them. I think it's really, really important, especially back in Nigeria, back in Africa. In fact, all over the world, we need to educate them, train them, give them home training. We need to teach them, we need to teach the youth how to stand on their feet, how to have a mind of their own. They need to stop being gullible. Or maybe these pastors can teach them that, since they have that much influence on them. Teach them how to have a mind of their own and not be gullible to what people say or what they hear. Because people act, apart from pastors, even normal people, people without status, act based on what they hear, without evidence. I think youth have to learn to endure, have to learn to exercise more patience, have to learn to be resilient. Sometimes we work towards something and we're expecting results, and we don't get the result we're expecting. Don't be quick to point fingers. Don't be quick to tag somebody. Don't be quick to accuse somebody. Yes, you might be suspicious. We're all human. You might suspect somebody of something, but don't point fingers. Call on your God. Speak to God. You have access to God like that pastor. Call on God. Speak to God. pray to God and He will surely answer. I'm not a pastor, I'm not here to pray, but I'm speaking from experience. He will answer. Lastly, can I just tell you something? Don't believe everything you hear, regardless of who. I say this all the time. Do not believe everything. What happened to that lady was as a result of what was said, what they heard, and who said it. Do not believe everything you hear. I will say something. If, for example, somebody told me Kemi is very rude, she's nasty, she's got an attitude, said all the negative things about Kemi, and if I see Kemi and I meet Kemi with an attitude, what you will get is nastiness. Because there's something called reaction. She would react to your action. And that does not mean she's nasty. But that will confirm what somebody said. Did you understand me? That will confirm what somebody said prior to you meeting Kemi. Because somebody said Kemi is nasty does not mean she's nasty. Or Kemi is rude does not mean she's rude. But if you're meeting Kemi for the first time and what you exercise is rudeness and nastiness, reaction will kick in. Kemi will react back. Not everybody will not. Kemi will react back. And her reaction will be a reflection of what you exercised before her. Then that will confirm nastiness. And whereas she might not be nasty, she might be innocent. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. And I hope our youth, if they stumble on this video, will learn from it. Have a nice day. Have a nice week. Have a nice month. God bless you all. Bye.